I was still having quite strong contractions when I was on the hospital bed while waiting for the water to be prepared. The moment I went into the tub with warm water, my whole body immediately relaxed. It was the best decision ever. We are very lucky. My sister is also pregnant, very close to me, but 3 weeks apart. So she was the one who encouraged me to attend this hypnobirthing class together with her. Because when I saw, oh, there's actually another alternative to giving birth, because I was thinking that I would probably go on full meds, getting a episiotomy. That was like a wow moment for me. And I said that water birthing was probably one of the ways that I can give birth to my child in a very gentle manner. So that's what I wanted for my firstborn.
Sometime in 2016, some of the international bodies came up with a paper to say that there is not much evidence in terms of, the duration of birth, the use of analgesia, the perinatal outcome, and they found that there was not much difference between those who delivered normally and those who delivered in water. And that's why maybe the Ministry of Health felt that we shouldn't be encouraging water birth at the moment, and the service had to be stopped. But they did come up with certain guidelines, and this was carried out by our hospital, and since then we could resume our water birth facility again. The problem is there's no government facility that offers water birth.
There were tons of people who said I shouldn't do it, like, are you sure you want to do water birth? Is the baby going to drown in water when it comes out? That sort of comments and whatnot, which I think is a fair comment, because a lot of people are not exposed to water birthing. Yeah, it was some doubt, definitely. That's why we decided to do it in the hospital. If there's any issue, the operating table is next door.
There are guidelines, and these guidelines are set up by international bodies as well. So those who are fit for water birth are in the low risk category. The healthy antenatal mom, so who doesn't have any medical issues, don't have high blood pressure, don't have diabetes, never had a cesarean delivery. The criteria is really to those in the healthy moms.
I actually decided to leave my house 4 a.m. in the morning after having contraction for 24 hours. I reached the hospital. When the nurse checked, she told me that I was already 7 cm dilated, which was, wow, that was a relief for me. I was like, oh my God, I endured so much of a contraction already. Immediately, they said that I could go into the water. The moment I went into the tub with warm water, my whole body immediately relaxed, and the nurses was like constantly scooping the water and pouring it over my body. The contractions became so much more bearable. It was the best decision ever. The moment I went into the tub, I was like, my body like, oh, thank you God for having this. And then after that, I had to, endure another 6 hours in the water. But when the moment the head is out already, and then my baby was on me, I was like, oh, wow, amazing! I did it! I was like, I did it!
I thought when you were in the labor room, people will help you to show you how to deal with the pressure during the labor. But it's not the case. So the first one, of course, I tried to deliver at hospital government. My labor was told like 4 centimeters. I remember this doctor came in and suggested me to do cesarean. So I'm very afraid of needles. What again is like cesarean, right? So I just, no, I don't want. You just tell me how to make sure that my baby is okay. Because he mentioned that my baby's heartbeat is not nice, it's not good. So he said, no, cesarean is the only way. So I said, no, I told you I don't want any cesarean. Can you please get help? He just, so you don't want your baby lah during your Hari Raya? So that time I was crying. Because we want to, it does not make sense that someone in the hospital could tell you that, because you're in the condition very vulnerable. You want to be angry, but you don't want to have a fight with doctors. So it's just so weird.
Psychological trauma is one aspect of birth that I think is very much neglected. We will say that something happened to this mother, she's traumatized, and many people will think that no big deal. A lot of us face the same thing, but we went through it. It's not just about the event that happened. Event that happened is usually a trigger. During the birth, all you need is a small trigger. It could be just something the doctor said. Sometimes we medical people, we may say words like, we have to do this. If thought your baby's life may be in danger. But these words, I tell you, can cause a lot of psychological trauma to the mother.
I think the became better for my second and third pregnancy. I can speak out clearly. I know what I want. But I wonder why some people can birth without knowing that they are birthing, without feeling anything. So that's why during my fourth pregnancy, I do all the research. So water birth is the option that I choose for my last pregnancy. When I went to the water, it's amazing lah. You can feel all the process from the baby's heart, the baby's coming out slowly. Every little process that you deliver, you were there, you attended yourself. Like, it's very empowering and satisfying. I feel so proud lah. I'm so proud of myself. Like, I did it. I can birth without feeling any pain. You don't have any tear, no blood. It's very relaxing.
Because we know in birth, when mothers are relaxed, birth progress faster. We see that every day in birth. We give them any form of painkiller, they progress faster. Why? It's because mothers relax. When mothers are tense, they also progress slow. So at the peak of labor, a lot of mothers are very tense. So the progress of labor is also reduced because they are tense, even though the contractions are very strong. So when in the water, the contractions come down, but the mothers now are relaxed. So with that, the progress of labor is still the same. When it comes to tearing, it's also because of the heat. So heat itself works by softening all the tissues so that it is more elastic.
Once the whole body is out, yeah, I did take it out and skin to skin. Even I want to move out from the tub, it's still with me. Until on the bed, still with me. Even the nurses just ask me, is it okay if they take away the baby from me? I said, no, I want the baby just to be next to me. If you want to do all the weighing or everything, just bring in the machine and just do it beside me. And they said, okay. And by the time they are weighing, yeah, it's 4 kg, like, okay, besarnya nak aku, alright, fine, tak apalah. So like, water birth basically has changed my view on birth lah. If previously my ears will associate birth with pain, but now birth can be beautiful, birth can be satisfying, and you must enjoy your birth.
There are some doctors like me that really sees the differences it gives to the mothers, and we have a passion to provide comfortable care. So there are quite a number of doctors in the private that are supportive of gentle birth. In government, I believe the doctors are also there, but because we cannot choose our doctors, so sometimes you may not get the perfect gentle birth you want. But having said that, there has been a lot of improvements. In all government hospitals, they are baby-friendly hospitals, and there's a mother-friendly care concept in all government hospitals, and many of the concepts there are already in line with gentle birth. Sometimes I tell the mothers, take a picture, print it out. It's there in all the hospitals on the walls. Show them, the wall says this. I want this. I want mother-friendly care. Sometimes you just have to demand. You know, we like to compare Malaysia with other countries. And we like to say, oh, why other countries, they are able to provide gentle birthing and water birth, yet our country, we still lacking. Well, the answer is so simple. It's the manpower. But I believe with more staff, of course, we can provide gentle birth and water birth.